Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be looking at He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection Man-at-Arms by Mattel. Previously I already reviewed He-Man, Skeletor and Beastman from this same cartoon collection, so if you're interested in that, go check it out, it's on the channel, but I'll leave a link to those videos down in the description of this video as well. So, Man-at-Arms. Here we have Duncan, Man-at-Arms, looking like we saw him in the original Filmation cartoon. We had a lot of Man-at-Arms figures throughout all of these years, and the original vintage figure didn't look like him from cartoon, but now we are finally getting this guy in this look. He has nice vibrant colors and the mustache are there, so this should be a nice representation of that cartoon version of Duncan. We get a comic inside, as you can see behind him, and it's a nice card back that is standard for this cartoon line, with Castle Grayskull in the back and the logo He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And when we take a look at the back of the cardboard, up here we have the illustration showing off one of those accessories that come with this guy and that are a reference to a specific episode of the original show. And then we have the 4 figures that are part of this same wave. Legally is down here, so that is all for the packaging. Let's now open it up and let's take a look at the figure. So here is our Man-at-Arms out of the packaging, and this looks fantastic. The proportions, the vibrant colors, everything looks great. It's what most of us fans of the original cartoon wanted all of these years. This is a great representation of a Filmation cartoon version of Duncan. Here is the look of the side of the figure, and then we see the back, and yeah, again, I love the way that this guy turned out. So now let's take a look at the details. The head sculpt is perfect. The reddish brownish mustache look good. The eyes are well painted, same as the eyebrows, and I mean the helmet looks kind of shiny and metallic, and then we have these orange details that are characteristic for Duncan's helmet from the cartoon, so that looks great. This is an overlay piece made out of softer plastic, and here is how it looks in the back. You can see where these 2 pegs are, so that's how the armor is connected, and it is removable if you wish to do that. All of these pieces are removable, but they fit perfectly to the figure, so they are not loose. You can, move them around, but they are not floppy, they are not falling off, and they are not moving when you move the figure, so that's great. It's a snug fit. So yeah, the body is the same type as all the figures in this line, so we know what to expect. The way that the muscles are sculpted and everything. Lower part of the legs is a different sculpt specific for Man-at-Arms. We have the shins that are orange, and then the lower part, the feet, that are brown, so it's all true to the original design from the Filmation cartoon show. Yeah, I mean, overall look is fantastic. I love the way that this guy turned out. Now let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. First, same as all the other figures in this line, he comes with this piece of paper that shows you how you can remove some of the parts and maybe reconnect them to other figures if you wish to do that. Practically all of the body parts are removable. You can pull apart the whole figure, and you can interchange the pieces with other figures. So that is a gimmick that Mattel does with their figures. And then he comes with a mini comic, the same mini comic that Skeletor comes with. And I said it before, because this is a European version, a European release, these mini comics, other than He-Man Masters of the Universe logo, don't have the title and don't have the text bubbles. So other than these sound effects, you don't get to read anything. Here in the back we see all 4 figures from this first wave, so that's it. And then he comes with 2 more accessories. First, his iconic recognizable weapon, which is a simple piece of plastic that is molded in this one color. There is no paint on it. The handle is nicely sculpted and it does look really good. And then you also get this cannon weapon that is a reference for a specific episode of the original Filmation cartoon. And again, it's one molded piece in this type of grayish metallic looking plastic, same as his helmet. It looks good. It's nothing special, but it's great that Mattel decided to include this in this release. Now, let's take a look at his articulation. Same as all the other figures, the head is on a ball joint, and that gives us some nice range of movement. He can look down this much, which is a great look for Duncan, like this. He can look up this much. The head can tilt side to side, and it can rotate 360. I feel like this guy has the best range of movement out of the 4 figures from this first wave that we saw. It's the least restricted head, so there you go. Arms move out all the way, they rotate 360. We have a swivel in the elbow, and the elbow bends this much. There is a swivel in the wrist. Wrists have an in and out hinges, and it's like that on all the hands. A cut in the torso is down here, so that gives us side to side swivel, but no tilt and no crunching forward or backwards. Legs move out this much, they move forward this much, back this much. There is no tie cut, but we do get a little bit of swivel. There is a swivel in the knee and a single bend in the knee that gives us this much. There is a boot cut, so we get a swivel there, and then the feet move forward this much, back this much. We get a nice ankle pivot and pec holes at the bottom of his feet. Let's now compare our Man-at-Arms with some other figures. Here he is with the Revelation version of Man-at-Arms and Revelation version of He-Man. And you can see that these cartoon collection figures are definitely smaller than the Revelation ones. Here he is with Revelation Skeletor and the new Eternia Beastman. And finally, here he is with the rest of the figures from this first wave. And again, all of them use the same type of body, so they all have the same height, but some of the parts are obviously different. The colors are vibrant, and I feel like these figures are a nice representation of the original Filmation cartoon. So there you go, that was my review of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection Man-at-Arms. And what do I think about this release? I feel like it's amazing. It's exactly what someone like me, you know, a fan of the original Filmation cartoon, wanted to see. And Mattel delivered. The articulation is what it is, it's what you expect out of these Mattel figures, so it's fairly limited, but I still think that it's good enough, and that is why stay tuned for a posing video for this guy. I will try my best to make a posing video for all of these figures, at least the ones that I have from this cartoon collection, so stay tuned for that. And also, let me know, what do you think about this release? Is this something that you are planning to get for your collection? Let me know all of that down in the comments. Special thank you goes out to my supporters on Patreon, and to all the rest of you guys, thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting the channel in that way. Thank you all for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next one.